I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, last week. I didn't make an agenda because it's only a budget discussion, that's it.
Is the same thing? I can't remember that.
Yeah, we can cross out the other stuff, or is it? I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, you got any public comment?
I have a question. At one time I thought that y'all had a meet and greet the, people that are running for the board. Are you doing that again or not? I don't know, because I really.
Long,
I've never seen it.
you know, since it's been like 8 years or more ago. They did
Sure,
a,
You were at the meeting, I haven't.
I was a trustee on the lady down here across from the funeral home. I think she worked for a paper.
Oh, Rosemary Burbank.
Or she put that on.
Oh, she put it on, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in our cottage that we, well, now our house, it had a newspaper article in there, and I thought it was so funny, because there you were in the newspaper article, and I was like, oh, okay, so if I wanted to do that, we'd have to figure out what to do, blah, blah, blah.
Bring donuts.
Sorry.
That was fun. I don't bring donuts.
Then I ain't coming.
All right, there you go.
Anybody else? Okay, move on. I need a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda, to discussion for a second. I want to add something, and I know this in a way reflects this.
Okay.
I have a request, from the LCSA and Metro City Authority to make them an ACH, which is a direct deposit. And I know my two biggest mortgage companies are always asking me to do it. There might be some other areas of the state, possibly revenue sharing, I'm not sure. Now, that's not saving many checks. At that point, that saves 4 checks. But it's something. So maybe add ACH and we'll discuss a little bit later.
Put that under the budget discussion, 5.5.
Yeah. If you would, please.
Yeah.
Second with change.
Yeah.
Addition.
Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. It's down to the budget again.
Well, I also, I guess, will say, we have not got our Metro fee yet, but last year we got, $9,557. Now that's a revenue. Normally we get that in May, and instead what I got was this request to make it an ACH. I was not able to get any information. The information online was only what last year's was. So that would add, at least I don't think that amount's gonna go down. For several years it was around 5,000. Last year it was.
What is that called, Nancy?
The Metro fee, it's, our internet carriers are charged by, I believe, the foot.
Does it go,
Well, I've got the general ledger account number, Pat, but it's in empty right now. It's a 101-000-539-001. So it's under general. Should be under the government.
so that's where we put it last year?
Yes.
And that would be for how much then?
Well, let's say $9,500 as a guess, so that would enter our revenue.
Okay.
Under governing body.
Do you need a motion to do these as ACH?
I would think I need the board's permission, yes, to do so.
I'll move that we allow for ACH payments for those, the Metro Tax Act.
Metro County, for the LCSA, which is a local community stabilization authority. They pay us for what we have lost revenue and personal property tax reimbursement in the metro account funds, which is, like I say, it's for the internet provider. We get, they have to pay, they pay them, they pay us. And then possibly two, CoreLogic and Loretta, are two, like two big escrows.
What was the one, CoreLogic and?
Loretta.
I'll second Sarah's motion.
Motion by Sarah, second by Patty. Any more discussion? All in favor of what Nancy wanted there?
ACH.
Receiving our payments through ACH rather than checks and mail.
Yes. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, motion carried. How we good?
And I do want to make a comment. I listened to Kim last week. You know, she was telling me she could do 30 checks at a time.
Down there, Blanchard's.
So my payment count, all of last tax year was 4,619 payments. Out of that, $4,074,897 were in checks. It would be a really nice day if I only had 30 checks to receive. That's all I can say about that. There are times maybe I could take advantage of it. There are times I've even had Sydney come over here. Unless we can get rates back in town, I don't know what else to do. I'm open to suggestion.
Does the bank check you when they come and get it?
No, but I never abuse that privilege
Yeah.
either, and I always make sure I give them a day or two's notice.
Notice.
Yeah. You know, they are accommodating. And as far as for Sydney, you know, when I went there, I was also, at that time, hoping to move the general account there too. However, with the way interest went with Huntington, made a lot of money on that interest.
Yeah.
So, I'm just keeping it there.
I think the only thing we gotta go through is the sewer, right?
And that's where,
This sewer, try to explain what I can.
why aren't they here? There's a budget meeting.
Well, the guy was meeting, this one is if they don't do a increase.
Okay.
The guy was supposed to be back out there today, helping him figure out what it's gonna cost for them guys to do it themselves, fixing the manholes.
Just the
Give 'em a
manhole?
cur- What's that?
Just the manhole?
Well-
Well, it says lift repairs.
About $100,000 worth of stuff
Yeah,
a year.
105,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he says it'll change if,
The revenue would change.
the revenue will change if, you know, we get, after there's, they do a raise.
They may do a rate study, is that what you're trying to say?
Well, they are doing,
They're
They are
doing,
doing a race study.
right,
and Kevin said, what did he say, that they said typically, most people have it built in that it's 3%
a year.
a year rate
Raises
increase.
automatically.
And we
Have done none, right?
We've done a few over the years, but
Well,
not very many.
we haven't done one since what, 07 maybe?
Oh,
Is
wow.
that when it went to that? I don't
He
know.
said it,
And I don't know when it went to
Yeah,
that, to 20 a month.
he said if we would've been on that 3%, we'd been about right up to where we should be today.
From the beginning.
Right.
Well, back from the last time we raised it, I think,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're thinking they're gonna, what, is it, $10?
at least $10.
$10.
A month, that's very little overall.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
So who's coming out to look at the manholes and see about replacing them? Who is that person?
Guy,
that was meeting with?
What's his name?
Seth? I don't know,
No,
I hear
Seth
these
is
names,
Seth is the electrician,
I hear these names, I don't know.
So what business is he from?
he's a sewer business, he ain't the guy that kinda suckered us into the,
Well, that's good.
that last thing we had a meeting with him for. It ain't that guy.
Oh, it's not Fleece Vanderbrink,
No.
that's what I was
No,
guessing, if we're
no.
backing
No.
away from that, I'm guessing there's
Yeah.
another option, and I'm wondering who that
Is
option
he somebody, is
is.
it somebody from rural water?
Rural water, I think.
Well,
Rural
see,
water.
that rural water is who he's working with on the rate study.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then Kevin is trying to get, and I apologize, I don't know the company that he had come to give him a price on what it would be to do the manholes instead of paying the $800,000 engineering fees to Fleece and Vanderbilt or whatever it's like.
But wasn't it more than the manholes
Right.
that were an issue?
Right,
Right, but the manholes
Are the
is
worst?
the worst rate.
and Kevin just
Like
really
4 or
believes
5?
that he can, if he gets the $10 a month raise or whatever, then he can go in and do, like this year, do the manholes for $100,000, maybe next year do the next thing that they had said needed to be done for the other, another $100,000 and avoid the $6 million.
Right. How
Well,
many,
I can see the logic in that, but I would really like to see that written out
Right.
in plan form
I
and
think that's what
years.
this guy's supposed to be doing.
Okay.
I think.
do we have a number count, number of our sewer customers?
1066 sticks in my brain for some
That
reason.
doesn't mine too, from something
And
else.
see, and why does 913 for Duck Lake sound right to me?
No, I mean, that should be a total. No, in total, not.
Because it was sewer system users and it was in the Fleece Vanderbrink stuff.
Right,
Okay.
that would have been everybody, yeah.
Okay.
And I might be wrong on the number, but it is in that, it is in that
Yeah.
proposal.
Right.
Can't bring
Anyway,
everything
you're
up.
gonna keep going, go ahead.
So, yeah, Kevin.
No, actually, what he said, I think he thought, well, didn't he think he'd have it done for our board meeting Wednesday?
Yeah,
Probably hoping.
That's what he's hoping.
he's hoping for today. and then-
Yeah. Well, he was hoping for last week and the guy was gone last week.
Okay, so it looks like, the sewer department wants raised.
Yep. It does appear they've put that in the budget. How would workers' comp insurance be less if they're giving raises?
It won't be, it won't be, it can't be.
Also question, what is the retirement contribution to?
It's for Kevin,
Kevin.
and that is one of the things that was agreed upon back in.
That's when they were hired, cause he already had it with,
He already had an account established.
Great Lakes or something, who he worked for with Rex Ski and that.
It was Great Lakes, yeah.
And he had one there and they agreed to
Just
keep it going for him.
See, it looks like, Sarah, based on this year's budget, we budgeted the 2,200, but they've only, year-to-date is 902.
Ah, okay.
So maybe that's why they dropped it, I don't know why it's less, but.
Does Janet know about it? She's gonna be there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I don't think they do anymore. I think she got rid of that.
Should be aware the postage is going up in July.
See, right now, we had 3,500 budgeted last year, and she's used 1,704.
Okay.
So what she got for next year,
Yeah, see, I'm not looking at what you're looking at.
because I printed that for you too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Should be 2,000.
Yeah, I gave her one,
For Sarah.
Sarah.
See, and I don't know how they break up the wages between wages, salary wages and wages salary plan.
Well, I would think the salary plan is, run, run.
Janet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think.
Yeah,
debt service principal, why is there nothing on either one of those? Debt service principal, debt service interest. Very bottom, 2 lines, and it's on
The one that we,
this one.
yeah, she got us down.
Because we don't have the 591 anymore, right, Nancy? Wasn't that the Duck Lake, when they kept them separate?
Well, that is still something,
Right, but I just wonder if that's why it's.
that, that money might come in, it's also gonna go out,
Right,
so I'm a little lost there. Cause the special assessment, there's $3,000 coming in. And, but it's, I know she makes those payments yearly, I'm sure.
because I show on the debt service principal, last year we budgeted 18,000, and year-to-date balance was 143,000. That was way off. And then the interest for Duck Lake debt services budgeted 13,500, and we spent 13,1415, so that was right on. I'm just curious, because like I said, this one, last year was 18, and we spent 143. But didn't you pay extra into it?
She is, to my knowledge, always tries to pay extra if she's got it, which is.
Right.
I think we paid a hundred, was it like 120 extra?
Something.
Yeah, so,
That's a good question.
yeah. Yeah, looking at what, we were looking at now, and so, yeah.
So we're hoping with the rate study will increase it so that we won't be $83,000 over budget in the sewer department.
Well, then we need to take a look at, do we need to go to the recommendation of doing an increase yearly or, you know, bi-yearly or every 4 years?
3%
Or
or
something, so we don't get caught with our pants down
Which
again.
would, right,
I think that would be, not everybody knows.
Get on a program and here's what it is, and here's the formula, there's no secret.
right.
We all want it to keep moving, for real and
Because
literal.
there's gonna be probably a lot of maintenance the next few years.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
exactly, you know,
Throwing
I
off
mean, they're telling us this, it's
Yeah.
great, so, yeah.
And that's why Kevin contacted Police Ranger Brink to begin with, because we knew that, you know, maintenance is getting to be a hump.
You know, like you said though, the estimate is is it 6 million or 8 million, whatever it was. He just thinks he can piecemeal it out a lot cheaper than.
We said a lot of the things that he really wanted them to look at, they didn't even look at.
I think when we start piecing things together though, it just causes more issues in the long run, in my opinion.
Well, he don't mean piece it to get,
Okay,
Do
Instead
it
of doing it
piecemeal,
all at
not
once.
piece it together, do it piecemeal.
Right,
bit
not
by
do it
bit.
all.
right, not, don't cobble it up, but go in
okay,
and
'cause
redo
when
a,
you said that, that's exactly what I
Right,
thought,
yeah.
is cobbling it up, and why are we doing
No.
that? We should, you know, so that's why I was like,
You know, they really are pushing the grant, the loan forgiveness and all that kind of stuff that we might be eligible for. And my understanding was, even at the best, it's probably gonna be maybe 5 to 10%, maybe 20% of that. So it's not really gonna help us.
Why do you think it's only gonna be that low?
I guess based on the formulas or something, that's what Kevin said. but I-
that's what the lady said that night after the meeting to him, I guess.
It is based on formula, but in the meeting, she was pretty straightforward with, it could be 10%, it could be 50%, well, we just don't know, it's a crapshoot.
And then after me, she said, you're probably gonna get it lower.
Which, but it's, we need to know that.
Yes.
We need to know that.
And that'll give us a better decision, you know, because that goes in when?
Well, it's, I think they
It's
submitted
in
it.
now, like,
Yeah,
it
they
had
have
to be
to
in,
do it.
that's why we special meeting it, and
Yeah.
it comes out in September, October, is that right?
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
So then we'll have a better idea by then of
What we want.
if that is a possibility at all.
Right.
And I think, my personal opinion is, I think we need to look at the 3% a year and hopefully not have to do the $49.
All at once.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, but if we do the 3% a year, maybe it'd be good enough for, get a start.
A small increase and then graduate it until we
I
get.
think
Yeah, I really
to
don't see the 49.
I think we're gonna have to probably raise it this time, oh.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next year's keep going 3%.
Yes, correct, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to think, you know, she gets her, I don't have those numbers in front of me, but what, it's about. The delinquents that always go on the tax roll.
That check that gets you, one is like 65 and one is 59, or the ones that they issued, right?
The ones that, the
The delinquent
delinquent
ones.
issues, yeah. You know, so there's also that.
So I would say
portion that doesn't-
$12,000.
You know, so she gets things piecemeal too, for the people that do not pay it regularly. Then they go on the taxes, and then she's waiting another year, because those don't go in until the next year. And then there's any that goes to the county, and that doesn't come in until the end of the tax year. So,
Little bits here and there.
yeah. It's not a huge amount compared to what what she is bringing in regularly, but something to juggle.
So based on these numbers, are we ready for the budget hearing? Wednesday?
Well.
The only thing we never did finish,
From our numbers from the city department on a couple things, right?
right, what you wanna, our first meeting, when they were talking about giving our guys a raise, and you said straight through whatever, it's that we wanna do there.
Well, I don't know, but I do notice on next week's budget, you have salaries on the agenda.
Yeah, I seen that.
Budget. So it's like, what is that all about?
Yeah. It was
I think I was thinking in advance, that Friday. When I did that months ago, or last month, because we had talked about it, but yeah, nothing, I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I'm gonna take that off that, unless we wanted to talk about it.
You should have it in the budget before.
Yeah, because if we're gonna do it, it needs to be done
No, no.
now.
Did we look at insurance? Has anybody reached out?
I'm pretty sure that Dave and I haven't heard back from him on it. Health insurance.
Yeah.
I did do that. That would be for the full-time people, right? So that'd be
Is it-
for Mitch, Kevin, Ron,
Yeah.
not for part-time people, right? So we look at raises for part-time, we do look at
Probably, if you're giving a raise, we should.
It does seem to create, discontent. Single people out.
Well, didn't you say last, or the last 2 meetings, cost of living was what, 3.5?
I think it was 3.7 is cost of living. Yeah, this one it says 3.2, so let's say 3.5, you know, to kind of. And that's from Social Security Administrative, that's where I got that number, the 3.25, but the other one was from, I think it was from the IRS. I think it's what they calculated.
See, this, he's got his going, or whatever, their guy is going up $6,000 a year.
How much is that?
Well, if it was 3.5%, it'd only be $1,855. Okay, so that's what I went.
That's quite a jump.
Yeah, and that's $6,000. From 53 to 59.
Yeah.
And
Did they type it wrong?
I don't know.
Nine to 59, that is $6,000.
Yeah, well, that one's pretty good.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
when I created it, this was hers.
Oh, yeah, top one would be crossed off, eh? She's got two same account numbers there. Salary wages
No,
is,
no, they're not.
No,
There's 200 and 200.
Yeah.
oh, 200, I have for it. Wonder where you put
Yeah, and there's
that's 100 and some thousand. Three of them like that.
Yeah, let's see what, they've got one more paycheck.
Your head pops up.
Where's the application at?
What's that?
100-some thousand?
Jeez, so three of them. But I don't even think they're that.
Well, yeah, they are,
Are they?
they are.
59.
Year to date right now, yeah, it's over 100,000.
That's $117,000.
Well, that 6,000 then is between the three of them, right?
No, that's on
because
one
the next
line.
line is raised, the next line is
Is
going up
5,000.
5,000.
You know, I think if we are gonna consider raises, I think we gotta do the cost of living increase, the 3.5. That's just,
Well, I'm sitting on the lily pad of, I'm not considering raises. So, somewhere in the middle of the discussion, may we go.
Well, I'm sorry, nothing's going down in price,
right, everything keeps going up.
nothing. So, it's amazing, the federal government even realizes that. Did I say that? I still holding again. So
If we're thinking about it, like, discuss. I told you guys we're not gonna talk.
And my mindset is the same as Nancy's right there. Everything is going up, nothing is coming down. I mean, it's getting harder and harder to live, and if we keep these guys the same, I just don't think that's fair.
Right, and
So who are we thinking of raises for?
Across the board, everything.
4%.
4%?
That's 4% on like 18, or Mitch's is at 20. Let's see, 2070.
So 27 times 4% is $1.08 more, so if it was
$1.08.
27, it'd be $1.08, so 28.08.
is he at $27 an hour?
No, 20,
No.
2070, I think.
Oh, 20, I thought you said, okay.
$20.70.
Okay, I
Oh,
thought you
sorry
said
about
27, that's
No.
why I did. And then,
Sorry
okay,
about
4%, so 82 cents would be 4%,
Per hour, okay.
yeah, per hour. So $20.70 times 4% is 82.8. So 83 cents.
$21.50 approximately. His wage review.
Yeah,
So,
if you're down
Four.
4%.
and that would be for, I want you guys to name everybody, Mitch, Pat,
Kevin, Ron,
Janet,
Janet, fire department,
yeah,
Just say all of fired, no.
so, cause they're at, well, they were at $20 for the first run and 10 for the second run, but that went up last year when we did 15% for everybody's on, I don't remember exactly what they made. But it would be go up to 4% from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever they
It's
may,
not any easier
And
for
then
no matter what
Louise, you,
you're doing,
me,
the
Nancy,
entire
Sarah.
fire department.
So you're looking at all the boards to
Yeah.
4%?
so across the board, 4% everybody.
I don't have a problem with this myself because he is still well under what he could be contributing to a retirement yearly. But if that is going up $500, I don't have a problem with that at all.
I don't know.
Okay. So you need a motion?
Motion to raise everybody 4% across the board.
Got a second?
Oh, second.
Motion by Elise, second by Nancy. Any more discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried. 4-1.
So, just to clarify, so salaries, we would need to do individual resolutions at the board meeting for all the board members. That's what, okay.
Any more discussion? Anyone else there? Lisa?
I have nothing.
Larry? That puts down any more public comment?
Let him go first.
Okay.
A
By the way, you
a
let
few
go
months
first.
back, Kevin was gonna buy a pump. Did he ever get that at the auction?
No,
No.
it wasn't too much money. Well, it probably did for what it's worth, but it went for more than what we allowed.
Okay. Cause I see it was pretty high, that's what I was wondering, if we ended up with it. Hey, boss.
I'm trying to behave.
Tear 'em up.
Why start now, Barb?
I
Yeah.
just don't know, it's just been quite the week. Actually, I've been to 3 celebrations of life in the last week.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And Roman's my secretary. Hold on.
I love that.
That came up in as one of the. Anyway, I'm just happy to hear you guys talking and sharing these conversations together. It makes me feel better that you are being more physically responsible by doing this. Instead of just saying, oh, wait, this is what we have on here, you did, I don't know if that's what you did, but it just appeared that way to the person on the outside. So just having these meetings, I think it's good, and understanding each other.
Okay, thanks, Barb.
Cool.
Roger?
I know at the last meeting, you guys was talking that the lawnmower boys got 40-hour weeks now, each. I thought they were gonna be like part-time.
No, Mitch is full and Pat is full during the summer, more or less. Like yesterday, he went home early because Mitch had to run and get filters for the tractor, so. And it was raining enough, so Pat just went home about noon, I think, or sooner.
So I got.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, sorry.
Motion by Patty, second by Nancy, to adjourn at 6:35. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
I like mine.
Well, that's so I can hear it.
No.
When you get that old, yeah.
No, when it's in the bottom of my purse, Roger.
I don't carry a purse.
I like the old horn.
Just add it to the work.
Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you. I was thinking my mind, but I
Old
figured
car
out here.
horn.
Well, see, now the thing is, next week, I'm not gonna be,
You're not gonna be here?
no, being cut from.
So, and then we'll have
No, because
our
our
final budget thing
Our
before the end of
condo
the month.
association
Six.
decided that the party was gonna be at my house next week.
Oh,
I didn't get an invitation.
I know, they told me what it was going on. We're having a party at your house. Well.
See what my neighbor wants. He called me.
Uh-oh. That was my season.
Oh, the other thing we need to do, you guys,
You wanna crush?
is